Alright, so I've been seeing a lot about this stuff. Obviously no news coverage, but I've been seeing a lot about how Indiana has gone 10 days without power and all of the stores have been robbed. And then I also saw some stuff about how they're talking, certain people are talking about power outage for 18 months. That's a year and a half. You know how many people will die in a year and a half? Enough people to get America back to the population that they said was the appropriate population on that monument that they put up that they didn't expect anybody to read, that got terrorist attacked, which blew like a 2-inch chunk out of it. So they bulldozed it with the backhoe. But anyway, they're doing no coverage on the power outage in Indiana. Anything that's coming out of there is done by people like me creating their own content. And so I was thinking 18 months. Okay, so there's 50 states. If you made everybody lose power for 10 days, just long enough to kill off all the old folks and all the folks that need life-saving medication in all 50 states, that's like probably a year and a half. I don't know, I'm not good at math. But still, if you think about it, it's got to be close, right? So they're killing all these people off indiscriminately. And, the day the earth stood still and all of those types of movies, and like the movie that the Obamas produced, everything is right in your face. And if you have any kind of brain, you have put together by now that they have continually shown us what's going to happen in this country years, sometimes months, but years before it happens in the movies. Everything. Like iRobot or Real Steel. Now we got robots cleaning people's houses. And we got, robots fighting each other in an arena for money and for competition. And so there's just all this stuff. And so back to the topic at hand. If you put power outage for 10 to 15 days in all 50 states, that's roughly a year and a half, I guess. And can you imagine the relief on the Social Security system and the disability system that would provide? We could seriously create a major dent in the American deficit that would bring us back to being a superpower. And but then you also got all this stuff about Iran, threatening to do things to our water systems and electrical systems and internet systems. And you're dumb if you don't think all those people climbing out of the sewer aren't Iranian spies or Americans paid a buttload of money to work for the Iranians. I mean, haven't you ever heard of spies? To go in and corrupt the water systems. Now, they've said that they haven't found, that the police and other people have investigated and haven't found any tampering. But how often do they tell us the truth to our face, other than in the movies? So, clearly, like I said, you got to be a fool if you can't put those together. But anyway, expect to see way more power outages across all 50 states, and not all at the same time either. Just enough to really reduce the population of each state. Anyway, that's just my conspiracy. So have a good one.